Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where someone knew they were hurting you, yet they kept doing it anyway? It's a gut-wrenching realization, isn't it? The pain of betrayal, the sting of disrespect. It cuts deeper when you know it wasn't accidental. Today I want to talk about that pain, but more importantly, I want to talk about the strength it takes to rise above it. You see, when someone knowingly hurts you, it says far more about them than it does about you. It's not a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of their lack of empathy, their inability to value what's good and pure in their life. But I know that doesn't make it hurt any less. Think back to a time when you gave your all, your love, your trust, your loyalty to someone who didn't deserve it. You stayed up late, replaying their words, questioning what you did wrong. You tried harder, gave more, and bent until you almost broke, hoping they'd see your worth. But instead of appreciation, you got more pain. And here's the hard truth. They knew. They saw the tears you tried to hide, the way your voice trembled when you spoke, the way you hesitated before saying, "It's okay," even when it wasn't. They knew, and still they kept going. Why? Because some people feed off power. They confuse kindness with weakness, thinking they can take advantage of your heart without consequences. But here's the thing. They underestimated you. Yes, they hurt you. Yes, they took more than they gave. But you're still standing. And that's where your power lies. Not in their actions, but in your response. You see, when you decide to stop letting their behavior define you, you reclaim your strength. When you choose to walk away, to set boundaries, to say, "Enough," you're no longer their victim. You're your own hero. It's not easy. It takes courage to leave behind what's familiar, even when it's toxic. It takes strength to look at someone you once loved and realize they don't deserve a place in your life anymore. But that decision, it's the beginning of your healing. And here's the beautiful part. The pain they cause doesn't define you, it shapes you. It teaches you what you deserve, what you'll no longer tolerate, and how to value yourself. Think of it like a storm. It's dark, it's chaotic, and it feels endless. But storms don't last forever, and when they pass, they leave behind clearer skies, stronger roots, and a brighter horizon. That's you. So to anyone out there holding on to the pain of someone who knew they were hurting you, let it go. Not for them, but for you. Let it go so you can make space for the love, respect, and peace you deserve. Because here's the truth. The people who truly care about you will never knowingly hurt you. And those who did, they'll have to live with the loss of someone who gave them more than they ever deserved. You are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and more deserving than you've been treated. So, rise above, heal, and move forward knowing this. Their actions may have hurt you, but your response will define you. Choose strength, choose peace, and never forget, you are worth so much more than the pain they caused. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. When was the last time someone disrespected you, and instead of reacting, you chose silence? It feels counterintuitive, doesn't it? But there's something incredibly powerful about silence. It's louder than words, sharper than any comeback, and more haunting than any argument. Today, I want to talk about how your silence after being treated poorly is not a sign of weakness, but a profound display of strength. It's not just about walking away, it's about leaving a lasting impact that speaks louder than any words ever could. You see, when someone disrespects you, they expect a reaction. They're ready for the shouting, the arguments, the emotional outbursts. That's their fuel. They thrive on chaos because it validates their behavior. But when you don't give them that satisfaction, when you respond with silence, it flips the script entirely. Imagine this. Someone throws a stone into a calm lake expecting ripples, but instead, the water stays still. No reaction. That's your silence. It's unsettling. It forces them to confront their own actions without the distraction of your anger or frustration. Your silence is not avoidance, it's control. It's the decision to protect your peace, your energy, and your dignity. Think about it. Why waste your time explaining yourself to someone who's already shown they don't value you? Why let their negativity pull you into a space where you don't belong? When you choose silence, you're choosing to rise above. And that's what haunts them. They start replaying their actions, wondering why you didn't react, questioning whether they miscalculated your strength. They expected a fight, but instead they're left alone with their thoughts and their guilt. Here's the truth. Your silence is a mirror. It reflects their insecurities, their flaws, and their lack of character. Without your reaction to distract them, they're forced to sit with the weight of their actions, and that silence, it's deafening. But here's where the magic happens. It's not just about them, it's about you. By choosing silence, you're choosing growth. You're showing yourself that your peace is non-negotiable. You're proving that you don't need validation from someone who doesn't respect you. And in doing so, you reclaim your power. So the next time someone disrespects you, remember this. Your silence is not weakness. It's strength. It's a statement that says, I value myself too much to engage with this. And that strength? It's transformative. As you move forward, let your silence speak volumes. Let it remind them of what they lost. Let it remind you of what you've gained. Peace, self-respect, and the freedom to focus on your growth. Because in the end, your silence isn't just your strength, it's your victory. And that's what truly leaves them haunted. So hold your head high, protect your peace, and let your silence be your power.